We know covert narcissists act in ways that are subtle and very difficult to recognize. They're often passive aggressive, shy, vulnerable, and so on. It's like they're wearing an invisibility cloak, making it super hard to spot that something is not quite right. Behind that shy mask is a wolf that is more dangerous than an overt narcissist in so many ways, which is why in this episode I am going to share 5 lesser known signs of a covert narcissist that will help you to recognize them a mile away. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. I help survivors of narcissistic abuse go from feeling broken, hopeless, and confused to healed, empowered, and thriving. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because your subscription always helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Also, share the signs that you resonate with the most in comments below. Number 1, they have this weird smile that doesn't feel right. When a covert narcissist smiles, it feels odd, like something is off. Their lips might be turned up, but their eyes stay cold and flat. It's like watching a robot trying to smile. You can tell it's not genuine. This is because the smile doesn't come from a happy or warm place inside them. It's more like they put it on as they would wear a hat or glasses. It's like they wear a happy face mask. It doesn't change what's behind it. People usually smile because they are happy or because they want to connect with others. But when covert narcissists smile, it is because they want something from you, or they're trying to make a certain impression. They use their smile as a tool, not as a way to share real emotions. They do not have real emotions whatsoever. So if you get a vibe that a smile doesn't match the feeling behind it, like there is no spark in their eyes, it's a sign you're dealing with a covert narcissist. Sign number 2. They do not care about your feelings. When you are with a covert narcissist, sharing your feelings can feel like talking to a wall. Imagine pouring your heart out, expecting a hug or some words or just a simple acknowledgement, but all you get is a shrug or a blank stare. They may even change the subject or make it about themselves by showing emotions or feelings that are not appropriate to the situation. Like they may start crying out all of a sudden or tell you that you're overreacting. This is because to them your feelings are like background noise. Covert narcissists are always focused on themselves. They want the spotlight, the praise, and the control, but in subtle ways. When you share your emotions, they don't see how that helps them, so they don't engage. They may even make you feel like your feelings are a burden. Like if you're sad, they will get sad about something that is going on in their life to make it about them. Or if you're excited, they won't care or say, it's not that big of a deal. This can make you feel small, like your emotions do not have any value. Being with someone who ignores or downplays your feelings is really lonely and hurtful. It's like they're missing a piece that lets them connect with what you are going through. Sign number 3, they do not like emotions. Imagine a cat being put in water. How it gets all tense and desperately wants to get out. That is how a covert narcissist reacts to emotions when unprepared or caught off guard. It's like emotions are their kryptonite. When things get emotional and they do not get the time to put on their mask, they become really tense. You can even see a sort of panic in their eyes. They're uncomfortable with emotional closeness because it feels like unfamiliar territory where they do not have any control. You may notice this when you or someone else is really happy, sad, or upset. While most people would react with comfort, joy, or empathy, a covert narcissist looks like they want to be anywhere else. Now, it is crucial to understand that the fear of emotional expression is one of the symptoms of trauma-related disorders like PTSD. If emotions debilitate someone, that does not necessarily mean they are a narcissist. Considering context and looking at the bigger picture is always very important. Returning to the subject, a covert narcissist might fidget, avoid eye contact, or try to change the subject. This is because deep emotions in others can be a threat to the image they are trying to keep up. They're often focused on themselves and maintaining a certain image. Being faced with raw emotions doesn't fit into their plan and they do not know how to handle it. Sign number 4, they are a story thief. They steal your spotlight. Let's say you shared a hilarious or touching story with your friends and it was a big hit. Everyone loved it. Now enter the covert narcissist. They're like magpies attracted to shiny things. They want that sparkle for themselves. So what do? They take your story and retell it to claim it as their own. Suddenly, they are in the spotlight, reaping all the laughs and praise with your tale. What is happening here is a classic covert narcissistic move. They have this craving to be admired and be the center of attention. But instead of doing it with their own stories or achievements, they borrow someone else's. Why do they borrow? You may wonder. They borrow because they do not have anything of their own to offer. They collect different pieces of their personality from different people to look normal. It's like they wear other people's stories as a costume to look cooler or more interesting. For you, it feels like a betrayal. That was your story, a part of your personality, your moment. When someone steals it, it can feel like they have taken a piece of your identity or experiences. It's not just the story, it is the recognition and the personal connection to that aspect that gets stolen with it. Sign number 5 and the last one. They act like they got psychic powers. Covert narcissists have this knack for acting like they have got a crystal ball that lets them see into your soul. They will often say things like, I know what you're really thinking, or you don't even understand your own feelings. It's like they put on a psychic's hat and claim to have special powers to know you better than you know yourself. Now, do not confuse this with an empath's intuitive ability to sense other people's emotion. That is different. Here, we're talking about a covert narcissist's predatory ability to see through people. We are talking about how they gaslight you by pretending to know better. Their predatory intuitive sense is not about helping you or giving genuine insight. It is a control move. By acting like they know your innermost thoughts and feelings, they're setting themselves above you, like they're smarter or more tuned in. What's more, they may even tell you that your thoughts and feelings are wrong. Imagine being sad and someone tells you that you're not sad, you're just seeking attention. Or you're excited about something and they say you're actually just naive. This kind of thing can really mess with your head. It can make you doubt yourself and give them more control in the relationship. This mind reader act is one of the covert narcissist's favorite tricks. It makes them feel powerful and keep others, including you, in a place where they can be more easily manipulated. In a nutshell, we can say a covert narcissist is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's really difficult to characterize the traits of such a narcissist as abusive, as dysfunctional, or narcissistic. But now that you know these subtle, lesser known signs, I hope you will be able to recognize them a mile away if you were to encounter them. That was it for today's episode. I hope you found it insightful. If you did, let me know in the comments. I'll talk with you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.